Good afternoon and welcome to your favorite weekly current affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. We create the platform where we dissect national issues, especially as it trends. On today's program, we will be focusing on the inauguration that is forthcoming, that is scheduled for 12th of November. I must tell you that all eyes are glued on their TV sets. The focus, not only in Edo State, but around the country, they are all focused on Edo State. People want to know the power, the handover of power from the outgoing governor of Edo State to the incoming governor-elect, who will eventually become a governor once sworn in officially on the 12th. My name is Erosa Agbonlaho. I have with me very distinguished personalities. I have His Royal Highness Haji Bako Dogo. We'll give you more details of his Highness title later. You are welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
We also have with us Bishop Lucky Omonabiese. You are welcome to today's program. We have with us Dr. Royal Ayi Mary. Nice to have you on the program today.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
God bless you, viewers.
Now, like I said, the templates, we are looking at the inauguration that is scheduled for the 12th of this month. Next week precisely, where Edo State will have a new governor. Everyone is talking about that ceremony. What are your expectations? What should this governor-elect be thinking in his mind? Well, my guest will do the talking today. We'll start with His Royal Highness Haji Bako Dogo, the chairman of all chairmen of the Farmers Association. Give us your opening remarks, because the handover of power will surely take place on the 12th of November.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Well, the handover that's going to take place on the 12th of November, it's a welcome development. It's a strategic thing that will happen to Edo State. And I believe Edo State is going to stand still on that day, because the expectation of the people of Edo is very high. It's high in the sense that if you look at this election that took place last time,
in September.
It was, many people have invested. Whether you like it or not, election is an investment. People invest. It's like going to the market to buy. When you buy, you have to sell. But many people invest in the election, and everyone that invests in that election, both who invest or not, will be in the stadium that day. Because one, they want to listen to the first speech of the governor-elect. And they're choosing of them, everybody to want to see the development, what did he have on ground? What did he want to hit the ground running as soon as he take over? So everybody is expecting to listen to him, and everybody is expected to see him physically. If you look today, I was on my way coming, I heard people saying they are buying clothes that they want to wear to the stadium that day. And I see that a lot, because so many things is lacking in Benin. If you look at Benin today, everywhere is flooded. And if you look at Benin today, so many things are not put in place. But the only problem now that I see that was in place was this insecurity. Yes. With the moment that disband,
Edo State,
yeah, you can see many people now are not taking advantage of going to crime. Although we know those who are into it, and we know those who are still formulating those kind of trouble, because sometimes you can have an organized crimes everywhere. So I am happy For me, I think this man is quiet. It's not about those who make too much speech. Those who talk less are more in action than those. But if you talk too much, you are bound to lies. If you talk less, you must, because you'll be thinking about what to do. That is what I see in him. Because when he paid the farmer visit, and he promised us that it's going to, farming in those states is going to be everybody day. Everybody have to go back to farming in order for there will be availability of food. And he also talk about education, revitalized education. He talk about insecurity. And he also talk about so many things. Not too much, but he have a blueprint. We are expecting him as soon as he come into office. Immediately, because it have taken some time now being away. I think there he will be thinking about those who are technocrats that are going to serve in his government. They are going to serve as commissioner, as SSG, as chief of staff. He should immediately put them in place, not to wait for another 6 months. Because you have been campaigning for a very long time, and you know those who you feel can work with you. At the time you have your cabinet and you are waiting for 6 months, that means you are not serious about whatever you are going to do. As soon as they swear you in, set the ball rolling, so that at the end of the day, people will be happy. People are expecting more and more from this government. Because if you look at Edo State does not have, even the federal roads that are in Edo State are all dilapidated. If you come in, we don't want a governor that say, no, this road is a federal road. Whether it's a federal road or state road or local road, go into it so that we will have an access free flow of traffic. Look at now. If you look at the whole Nigeria as a whole, Edo State is the only state that does not have an overhead bridge. Flyover. Okay. We don't have it. And at the moment you start having flyover bridge in a congested state like Edo, you see that will be going to be free flow of traffic. That's in terms of works. And so many things that we are lacking. Edo State is the only state whereby we don't have committee to regulate those children that are roaming about as if Edo State is a lawless place. You should have a committee in place so that any young children you find in the street, you take it to school, and if not, you go look for the parents.
Out of school children.
Out of school children. Do that. We will now, because it is good for you to train children right now, let them be in school. That's why you have characters right now roaming about, killing anyhow. But we are appealing to this government that is coming, and I'm sure that this man will work. But you should not disappoint me by not doing what I'm saying now. We should set the ball rolling, because I am very happy from his background. He came of a background that not from background of royalty, not background of silver spoon. He also came from a background like me, who grew up in the village as a villager. Because I am a villager, I continue to say it. Because anybody who has grown in the village will know when rain beat him and when sun is going to drag him. So I am appealing that Okpewo should do the needful. Okpewo should set the ball rolling. Okpewo should not listen to all those sacrifices. Because government is not about sacrifice. Government is about what can you do for your people. Because if you refuse to do something, prosperity will judge you.
Thank you very much. We'll come back to you. That's a very lengthy opening remark by Haji Bako. Setting the ball rolling seem to be emphasized. It doesn't want a situation where the governor will not hit the ground running. Get into office, start work. Let us know your commissioners. Let us know your cabinet. No need waiting for 6 months. That's what he has just said. Bishop Lucky Omonabese is one man that I admire so much on this program whenever he's here. What's your opening remark?
Well, the governor will sworn in 5 days from now. The people of Edo State expect so much from him. When you expect too much for somebody, you will fail. Yes. You know why? He will be doing things that you will not like. We should allow number two, the government that the federal government is his part, and the federal government has failed. He should try to correct the failure of the federal government. But then he should bring back the glory of late Abu Salih, because that is from that territory. Then he should tackle the insecurity, bring people back to farming, tie road for them to bring the people back to the city, bring one state ticket. If you buy ticket in Edo South, Edo North.
Talking about transportation now.
Yes. Edo North, they can go and bought, if you pay one state ticket, what they bought in Edo South can go around. Number 5, the governor should look for professional who study agriculture, who study electrical engineering, who study, the people that study this course should be put in position as commissioner or whatever. Then if that is done, he will have a good result.
Thank you very much. I must quickly emphasize what Bishop Locke has just said. I'm impressed. He talked about the governor-elect, once sworn in on the 12th, should appoint the right persons into offices. If you are a medical doctor, then you can be commissioner for health, not a lawyer being appointed as commissioner for health. That's the point he's making. Then there's something he said about the transport sector. This is actually making some persons already to have sleepless nights, that some persons are already trying to hijack this issue of revenue from drivers, commercial drivers, commercial motorcyclists. He is saying that the state government should immediately harmonize the issue of ticketing. If a ticket is taken in one local government, you should be able to use it throughout all the other local governments. Not that you buy ticket in Benin, you buy ticket in Auchi, you buy ticket in Ekpoma. This seems to increase cost. It affects the drivers because the cost will now be high, and so it will be transferred to the passengers who will eventually bear the end cost. That's very important. I've always said on this program, I know that Senator Monday Okpewolo, the governor-elect of Edo State, and his deputy, I believe that they are watching this program. If they are not watching, their aides are watching. And these suggestions from my guests are very, very vital to enhancing governance, because Edo State belongs to you and I. Let's get the thoughts of Dr. Roya Ayemere. He's an educationist and is also a leader of the youths. Yes, let's have your opening remarks.
Thank you.
Okay.
First and foremost, I want to say it's a big gain for us to have this transition of power.
Okay.
From one democratically elected governor to another one.
Okay.
It's a big plus. And secondly, I want to also say that now that the governor-elect is taking over office from the outgoing governor, he should know that he's not the governor of APC. He's the governor of Edo State. He shouldn't just be listening to APC people, as it were. I'm not saying he shouldn't listen.
Yes.
He should not just be listening to APC people, as it were. He should listen to the people of Edo State, because he has a responsibility of those who voted for him and those who didn't vote for him. He has a responsibility to give us governance, to give Edo State governance, because as it is, the expectation is high. Thirdly, I'd like to say that the outgoing government, they are handing over, I believe by now they must have completed that process of handing over the transition note and the rest of that. Okay. The gains of this government should be sustained. The outgoing government, the gains should be sustained. Projects that have not been completed should not be abandoned, because in this part of the world, we have seen where projects are abandoned. Government comes, initiates another project, or a new administration comes, initiates another project, and forgets the old project, and taxpayers' money just wasted, lying low. So projects that are ongoing should be completed. And he should get the right team. I expect him to hit the ground running, because there should be no lacuna. In fact, from his speech, governor should start on that day of inauguration.
That is the inauguration speech?
Yes, the inauguration speech. From that his speech, because it is the morning that determines the day. You know, there's a way he talks that day. In fact, it was the speech of Mr. President
that turned the country upside down.
Exactly. So from his speech,
yes,
we should see hope. We should see life. We should see courage. You know, and the likes of that, I know Edo State will be great.
Thank you. We'll come back to you, but we are going to allow the former First Lady of Nigeria, Dame Patience Jonathan, to make a comment that will bring something to mind. She said something on Wednesday, because there's a new scenario in Edo State now. The governor of Edo State seemed to have surprised everyone. After the election, the Edo State 2024 governorship election, he said he would continue to ensure good governance till the handover of power. We didn't understand what he meant. Now, he has been commissioning projects daily, inviting prominent Nigerians to inaugurate projects. And yes, and on Wednesday, it was the turn of ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo and former First Lady. But our interest here is the former First Lady, who said that she's surprised that instead of the governor, Mr. Governor Obaseki, to probably relax, rather, is inaugurating projects. So let's listen to her, and we have a lot to talk about it.
I saw more building going on and on and on and on. And I asked, why are you still building? Why are you still building? You are going, you are building. He told me that center is your husband's center.
Okay, so that's former First Lady. It's always a delight to hear her because she has a special way of communicating to Nigerians. You know, she asked Governor Obaseki, why are you still building? And the governor answered her. A number of projects have been completed, and we'll be seeing some of them. But let me quickly ask Haji Bako. Now, instead of Governor Obaseki to relax, he's inaugurating projects. Are you surprised?
Well, it's not a surprising thing.
Okay.
Because if you start project 5 years ago, 7 years ago, you relax by not commissioning it now, and you are commissioning it where you want to go. It's a good thing. But those projects, if you look at when the project starts, it don't just start today. That project taking a long time. What I believe he was doing is that maybe he believes this person is going to come back in the next election, but right now the person was supporting did not come back. Now he want to rush the project, volume of project that is commissioning. That I think that is what I believe is happening. And again, yes, those projects are good projects. The only one I don't welcome, I want to tell you the truth, is the hospital destroying and building museum there. I do not welcome that one at all, because those hospitals were meant for the common people. The museum is building there. I don't see anything that museum will generate for Edo State, because we have a lot of shrines in Benin, which is part of museum. You understand me, so?
But the governor said the hospital is now the Stella Obasanjo Hospital. It has been revamped and expanded.
Which hospital? We have
at Ajib Junction, Sapler Road.
That hospital have always
they said that Stella Obasanjo Hospital. There. That's what the government said.
No, that hospital have always been Stella Obasanjo Hospital. During was it not Lucky Bilodeji or so?
Yes.
He commissioned that place and named that place after former First Lady. You are becoming again to commission it to say Stella Obasanjo. You are not doing anything.
No, say revamped.
No, forget about revamped. Forget about revamped. Let all cost pay the spade. That hospital were there. And if you are saying you revamp, have you expanded it to become the hospital for the poor, like the one we have in a ring road there? The one we have here in the ring road where the poor people can access. That one was destroyed. The other one the Oshomole built is not meant for the rich. It's not meant for the poor. And what I expected the incoming governor to do is to revert that place and call it Edo Hospital. You cannot build an hospital you come in and you now make it to become a hospital for the rich. We are all poor. So when you are talking about hospital for the rich, hospital that was already being commissioned before and named after somebody, and you are coming again to rename that. Do you rename project wise? If you are changing the name, could have been a project is still voting. Not to say you are revamped and you are still commissioning it out the same name. that means you are not commissioning anything. Because one, what I expected is you have expanded it. A lot of people right now can gain access for the poor, because the only thing for the government to do is for you to be accountable to the people, not the people to be accountable to you. If the people become to accountable to you, that's a problem. That is what we are facing today in Edo State and Nigeria at large. You see, it is only here in Nigeria that somebody will build an hospital, somebody will build road, all of us will be clapping. What are you clapping for? Your permanent duty of why you are elected is to do that. You do not bring money from heaven. You don't bring money from anywhere. You are using the taxpayer money. So the other time there is a church that is commissioned. You destroy the church in government house. You build another one and you commission it. And you did not build mosque in the government house. Why don't you build mosque? Because under section 10 of the Constitution, say, I quote, there should be no state in the federation that shall be adopted as a state religion. Under section 10 of the Constitution. If you are building church, you could have also built mosque with it. But there's no mosque in government, there is church. And you have the Muslim should be happy that they are commissioning church in the church, in the mosque. No. So there are things he is doing, that yes, he have done well in terms of
about renaming. That just brought something to my mind. The education hub at Iyaro has been renamed after Tayo Akpata. Is that not a good one? Have you seen that hub?
Yes, it's good. If you are renaming things after people, you also look what are those people that you are renaming things. What are their impact when they were alive in Edo State? What are their impact? What did they do? Did they touch people's lives? You cannot start renaming somebody because you have one link to the person you can't rename. If you want to rename something after my name now, you will be able to see this is what I have done in terms of farming. This is what I have done that I have been able to touch people's lives. You cannot just come now, you just start carry person, I give you this name. Nobody will even honor it. Nobody will honor it because nobody will be happy with you. What has Tayo Akpata did? I remember, I think Tayo Akpata was a secretary of isn't it ETF or what do you call that during Buhari time, one time. I did not see one good roads were in Edo State that time. It was only ring road that
you did well in education in the defunct
we are talking about education. But the one I witnessed.
So looking at the hall,
yes.
Don't you think that's a good development?
Yes, the hall is a beautiful place. Yeah. It's good. I commend the governor for building that hall. But renaming after somebody which I do not know why it's renaming after the people. You should also rename one thing for me before so that I wouldn't know that it's working.
You will come
because I'm not the one who have renamed my name.
We will come back to you. Okay, Bishop Lucky. Now, we've seen the comments of Dame Patience Jonathan. Now, the essence of that statement is that this Governor Obaseki is not sleeping. Instead of relaxing that the election is done, though they intend to seek redress at the court. That is not for our discussion now. This governor is inaugurating projects, and so many Edo people are shocked. Some are saying, you mean these projects are existing? Why did the governor not inaugurate before the election? That's what some people are saying. But I think the governor is more interested in the people and is inaugurating projects. What's your take on that?
Well, if you ask me, he's doing well, inaugurating project. But the project, most of them are no benefit to the people. And the poor, see, sir, the reason why God bless anybody in the family, so that the people of the family will not suffer.
Thank you.
I mean, I become the breadwinner in my family, all my sister established with business.
Okay.
No one is suffering. Like last week, I told my sister 1 million, I said, take, start business, your husband is poor, so that you will not suffer. Because if I am living large, she's suffering. So if I know that she's my sister, they will point at me and say, look at that man of God. Now, the thing is doing in those states is good. Those things are breeding, project here, education, all this and that. They are not for our youth. They are from political class youth. And the problem from it, whatever I'm doing now is not for the poor. Until the poor benefit, there will be problem.
Yes.
If those states is 10 million people, if 4 million are rich, 6 million are poor, there's a problem.
Yes.
And those poor people are the ones that are called the masses, who you will come and meet and campaign, they will vote for you to become, you will be elected. Then by the time they are not enjoying democracy, they will be fighting you. No matter what you do, it's just like this RTV now. of the fact I brought activity to people door, you make it so cheap, so easy for you to access. And you can come here and discuss anything and you air it. But before now, you can go to EBS those days, they will discuss it there, they will edit the tape, they filter it, they set it, they polish it. You know what that's all. That is all my speech. But their era has passed. The governor is doing well, yeah, let me agree, but it's not for the masses. Like this hospital, very expensive. Hospital, is very expensive. Then, now, if you look at if you have to in the district, to be just in the state, and me and you cannot do it, the military officer is useless. It should be what I can easily access. You can easily access. The people can easily go there and access, and so it can be treated. I told you last time I was in Togo last few weeks, and I went to hospital in Togo, in my Togo precisely. Okay. They give me free drugs. I am not for that. They say this one is for free. I said you want to upgrade to this one. Okay, yeah, people that can just go there, get free drug. If you feel like you want to do anything more than that, you can pay. And now ask myself, these are small country. The way are giants of Africa. In the same giant of Africa, we will now buy everything, suffering and smiling. The problem is coming. You should revise that hospital that they destroy, remove museum.
Thank you.
And bring the hospital back to the poor.
Yes.
That museum is not for me and you. It's for people that want to come from and watch whatever they are watching there and make money for the government. Then number two, people should remember that we need road. Yes. All the road, what happening is not terrible. All these things that especially road, and those states need road. Yes. And those states, the only state that have road. Yes. That I was going to Inauguration. I'm not almost myself. Because the road is to the village is so bad. And also I can only carry cassava for here to market what is sell for you cheap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then it should fix road. Then I think we should go back to our education. Our public school is dead. You know that I went to a public school, more than 100 persons are in a class. The teacher is teaching, then the teacher are making noise. And I was okay, if this person, this little girl, I will also write this exam with my daughter, will she pass? You should do those things.
Thank you very much. We'll come back to you, but I need to quickly highlight this before we take a break. The Edo State government, I'm not holding forth for the government, but we need to enlighten the public. Now, when you talk about health care, the state government encouraged the health insurance scheme. When you are part of that health insurance scheme, then you can have affordable or out-of-pocket expenses when it comes to health care. That need to really be understood. And the education hub has a lot to also play in terms of, you know, the education in Edo State, because when these government officers, they are well accommodated, the library is there, a lot of facilities are there, then they'll be able to regulate the education in the state properly. We need to understand that. My guests have their own personal opinions to express, and that's what they have expressed on the program. We are dissecting a lot of issues because the governor-elect should know that the Edo people are expectant. They are waiting. They are waiting for him to bring his own magic wand. So, we've had some information, we've gotten some information about him that he intends to do this and that, but until he tells us, we can't really talk about it. Well, Dr. Roya, now, you want to tell us regarding what the impatient said, that Governor Baseki is still building and she's surprised. We've seen those structures, we've seen those projects. What's your take?
Thank you. What he did is commendable because for me, I like to differ from the view of my co-discussants here because first and foremost, I think the governor, he may understand governance, maybe not politics, because these were projects.
You're talking about Governor Baseki?
Yes.
Now. Okay.
These are projects he was supposed to even commission before the election. That would have even added extra advantage to their campaign. All right, that's one. Two, these properties, this project is commissioned, is for Edo State. So to say that it's not for us, it's for Edo State. It's not his personal property. It's for us. For the hospital, I think remodeling the hospital is not a bad thing, because even constitution, sometimes we have constitutional review. When the constitution, we notice that it is okay, let's amend it, let's adjust it. So if an hospital is being remodeled so that it can accommodate more persons, is a welcome development. I think the health sector, yes, one of my pastors in church, he works with National Health Insurance Authority. And I know more about that program. Okay. And Edo State government has also done something along that line. Yeah. He works with the federal though. That's my pastor in church. But Edo State government, not even this year, for some time I brought them in to help them do some stuff in that regard. And I think people are benefiting from it, in the sense that you register. As at that time, I registered some persons who were sick. Oh, we needed to do, okay, I just have to call my pastor, register these people for me. And they registered. And for 1 year, you could get subsidized treatment, even if it's surgery. You just pay for the drugs. The surgery itself, you don't pay. It's taken care of. As at that time, I think it was 15,000 naira per one person for 1 year. That's a big plus. So I think it's not about just criticizing government. It's about also looking at what they have done, how it benefits us. Education by itself is not cheap. It's not cheap. Education is not cheap. Because look at private universities, for example. To get quality education, you must spend money. The people who are going to teach, want to take care of them, would use quality material. Because the reason we are complaining about police now is because they are not being taken care of well. If the police officers are taken good care of, there will be no need for them to be extorting money on the road. When a man have abundance, he will remove his eyes from peanuts. So that is, we must commend the governor that he didn't just relax, that, oh, maybe because the elections are over and let me just relax. He's doing those projects. For me, it's not a surprise because he was elected to do these things. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just like what Ajibako said, whatever the governor has done, it is expected of him to do it, yes, because he was elected to serve the people. But don't forget that this is the same governor that some people call wait and see governor, because he doesn't talk much, but you just wake up, you see a new project in your area. And they gave him that name. They said, the governor is not talking. The governor is not telling us what he's doing. Now he's telling us what he's doing now. Some persons are also saying, oh, why now? Well, Ajibako, yeah. Now, these projects, what is your expectation regarding the new governor that is coming in? Should he set up maybe a board or maybe a maintenance unit to take care of this project, or he should just go ahead with his own?
Well, thank you very much. Okay. The project that is related to the citizenry must continue.
Exactly.
If it's not related to the citizenry, because one, even they say you are wait and see, you must consult with the people in that area to ask them what are the things you need in this your area. Are you with me now? You do not consult with anybody about museum. You don't expect us to continue with museum, because what was here before was more than museum. Because we have an hospital that everybody must sick every day. Somebody must sick and somebody must go there and let it be accessible to the people. I am surprised just now my friend is saying that education is not cheap. If education is not cheap, why are you there as a governor? You must subsidize education to the citizenry that elected you, that makes you to be there. You will not say because education is not cheap, when you become the governor, you will not kill education system for the poor not to attend the education, so that it now becomes for the rich. And if you expected the rich to be, the only rich to go to school, that means you are expecting anarchy in the state. Because education will teach you so many things that will make you to grow. Let me come back now. Let me tell you, my brother, so many of those projects we go. Let us not deceive ourselves. So many of those projects we go. The money you use in that educational hub, what you call it, you could have also spent some money in the school. In a similar time, we have what we call red roof revolution. Those who were not ready to go to school because of that red roof, all of them want to attend class because they want to sit there in the new school. And we could have also touched those areas for the people to be happy. Then that's apart. You see, the incoming governor, I am not prophesizing.
Okay.
If he do the same thing like Obaseki, he will also have a lot of criticism awaiting him. But for me, I know that this man who is from the village like me will do more. Because a village man is always a tough man. He will always be looking where it's coming from. Let him write his name in gold so that prosperity will judge him. Finally, my brother, I think, my brother, yeah, I'm very happy to see you today. I don't know you before. For you emphasizing on farming, I'm going to register you free as a farmer.
Please register me too.
Yes, I will register you because farming is the only thing today.
Yeah.
Let this governor focus more and let farming become part of the curriculum in the school. Because before you go to school, you must eat. You cannot go to school empty-handed. Let it be part of the curriculum and let it be a compulsory thing for the federal government, just like you have mathematics and English as the compulsory subject. Let farming be also become a compulsory subject, so that from the grassroots people will understand. If the governor today in Edo State want to create a lot of job opportunity,
yes,
let it go into farming. And many people are ready to follow him. And let the state government be ready to mop whatever the farmer farm. So that whatever the farmer farm give, and loan is very compulsory and loan is very necessary for the farmers. And that loan must be monitored. Loan will not be given to people inside the government, inside government house. Loan should be given to the farmer, and the farmer should be given a target. Okay. If you come into
the let me intervene. You just mentioned something. I believe you should explain it.
Okay.
You talked about, I think you are talking about uptakers.
Yes.
That if the farmers, they've done the farming, they've produced the food item, government should buy from them.
Yes.
You need to explain that because
yes.
you didn't really explain
that. If the government really want to do something about farming,
yes,
and create the enablement,
yes,
like in Edo South now, Edo South farming is different from Edo North.
Okay.
Edo South and Edo Central,
yes,
they are almost the same thing.
Okay.
But because we have a lot of trees in Edo South and Edo Central. First of all, give us an environment. You bulldozer to open the lands and let us go into what we call cluster farming. Maybe 100 people will be in one side farming. If your crop is doing well and you can see it, and the government should give loan for that effect. And at the end of the day, the government will mop it out and have a reserve, and go and put the reserve. And when food is not scarce like they do in an advanced country, the government will now release it back to the market in a very subsidized
like a stilos.
Yes, for farmers. Yeah, for grain. Yes, we can do it because Edo State have the best land in the whole world, not only Nigeria.
Okay.
Because Edo land, the little you need, you only need to apply little fertilizer, but because the land is fatter. Okay. Like in the donut now, a donut is like it's just like, let me call it a nut, because they have a very vast place there as well that you don't even need a bulldozer for. But if in some place you need bulldozer to open it. Okay. When the governor came newly, let me surprise you. When the government came, he went to Malaysia, he went to so many countries that they want to invest more, and they bulldoze some area. At the end of the day, Bush have taken over those places because we would not have the right people. That is there. My friend just said just now, you need technocrats. You need people who have idea of agri. And that's why we are doing now. You cannot become a doctor and you go and put somebody in the Ministry of Agri. You cannot become a mechanic. We need a farmer who is registered with us to become Commissioner for Agriculture, so that he knows, a farmer knows what farmers are going through. Not for you to go and bring somebody because he worked for you in London, come and manage the Ministry of Agriculture. No. Whereas we now said no to it. A farmer must be identified as a farmer. A farmer will be able to work with farmers. Today, I am happy the man coming, his parents are farmers. So he will know what because when I see Obaseki did not do much about farming because he did not grow in the farming area. Otherwise, he could have done more about farming. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll come back to you, Bishop Lucky. the program is becoming more interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yes. So let's assume now that Governor-elect Okpebholo is listening to you. I know you've talked about a lot of things.
Yes, sir.
What is the exact focus that you want him to focus on? Which area you want him to focus on?
The first thing is insecurity and famine.
Yes.
Okay. Because the people are hungry.
Okay.
A white man said a hungry man is an angry man.
Yes.
Now, he should focus on security and famine. give farmer fertilizer, give them loan. They set up a task force that will monitor the bush area. Then these people will now be secure that if I go to farm, not be kidnapped, then there will be food in this town.
That's the insecurity you are talking about.
Yes.
So that the farms will be protected.
Yes. Like we have about 7 acres of farm.
Okay.
Planted gari and yam. Then last week I called my member and said, go and harvest all the yam. We have about 6,000 tubers. Share them. They were all going happily. Now the poor, if those that are poor, I give them 10. Those that are rich, the rich one said, no, the rich will take.
Okay.
Go, you can buy. There, some people were also quarreling.
So the government lets you invest
in farming and insecurity. If you can measure these two areas, in the first 4 years, you will see the joy in the Edo people.
Yes.
If you measure area of farming, where Edo South have plenty land of farming. Edo North Central have plenty land of what? Farming. Edo Central, Edo Central have plenty land of farming, but Edo North have 2 kinds of land.
Yes.
They have land where they can produce rice.
Okay.
Plenty of rice and beans. Why little for tubers of yam and the rest? When you're able to understand this terrain, food will be everywhere. And they will remove union from this market space. Union will be removed into a minimum level.
Seriously.
They so that if they bring their food down, product down to the market, there will not be a jack of price. Because the people we have now that there's a place in this market called it needed. I hear the word say they needed. You buy, I buy. Then they have a major person who will buy the whole product for a certain farmer and some of the rest marketer. They don't need to be reduced so that this can be here. Until this, if you focus on this thing, the poor masses, the poor will be happy with it. And when the poor are happy, the rich will have breathing space.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Roya, now, if the government-elect is listening to you now, and he says, I want your advice. What do I do for the people? What would be your advice? Which area you want him to focus on? Because some persons say, oh, Professor Ambrose Ali, Anisha Man, he brought free education. They still remember Professor Ambrose Ali for that. Ambrose Ali University, then it was the Bender State University in Ekpoma. You know, things like that. Which area will you ask Opeolo to focus on? Is it road? Is it education? Is it health? What's your advice?
Thank you. I will toe the line of my discussant here.
Okay.
Because no matter the visions you have to be alive.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
To fulfill your dreams and aspirations. There is shortage of food in the land.
Yeah.
In fact, he should declare state of emergency on agriculture
Okay.
and our roads.
Yes.
They need security. These 3,
Okay.
they are key. And citizens of Nigerians, we are not asking for too much from government. Nigerians are not lazy people. If you see with the level of bad governance in this country, you can still see the way Nigerians are living. So that's to tell you that if government just create the right environment, this country, there will be light everywhere. This country will become the pride of nation. Where you hold your passport and you are traveling, you will earn your respect. We are not asking for too much. Let him focus on agriculture. Let him focus on roads. If you look at the road network in those states, it's not bad. They are deplorable. Bad is an understatement. They are deplorable. You want to travel from Benin to Ekpoma. It's taking you 8 hours.
That's true.
Because of the deplorable state of the roads. Somebody who is traveling from Lagos to London have landed. Somebody who is leaving Benin to Ekpoma has not arrived. That's to tell you the state. So these 3 areas are key because these are things that we can achieve within 1 year.
Yeah, but before you continue, the agriculture that you talked about, our youths, are they still willing to go into agriculture? Because so many people will tell you, oh, agriculture, that's where you can create employment. But what type of agriculture? You don't expect the modern youth to use cutlass. That is subsistence farming. Are you talking about mechanized farming? Or what kind of incentive do you think will attract the youth to this farming?
Thank you. I go to places.
Okay.
I go to eateries. I go to supermarket.
Okay.
I go to certain place. I see our youth doing security.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see our youth doing some jobs. There are youth who are willing to work if the environment or the enabling environment is created.
Yeah.
Whether it is mechanized farming, whether it is manual farming, create jobs. Create the job first. Let it be that people are not able to work. Then we know that, oh, they are create jobs. There are a lot of people who are at home who need job. Even if it is 50,000, there are people who will work. I'm serious. So that agriculture is, because if you look at the oil sector, most of those machines are automated. They don't even need much people, like the way agriculture will take in people. So even if we have mechanized farming and the rest of that, there are still certain areas where you need manpower to drive in agriculture, sir. Our youth are ready to work. That I can lead. I lead the youth. I know what I'm saying. Our youth are ready to work. As a matter of fact, most of our youth went into social vices because they were not occupied. Once they are occupied, no, we didn't have time for that. So the government should look into that.
Thank you very much. Ajibaku, we are gradually concluding our discussion now. You've talked about a lot of things. You seem to be emphasizing agriculture. Now, there's other areas that you think this government can actually perform. Probably you look at the issue of employment of teachers, training and retraining. You know, are there other areas that you think that this government-elect should be thinking about?
Well, I think the government, I was told, and I saw it, that he have almost about, is it a 7-point cardinal agenda, which education, what you have just mentioned is there, agriculture is there, and whatever, I think other things that are also there. You see, let me tell you, before I go on, let me even first of all you help me to thank ITV for what they did to us on World Food Day.
Oh, we should thank the management of
ITV for coming
the MD of Vaseki.
I will continue to be grateful to ITV, because ITV, if the way the ITV have farmers at heart, that's how the government have farmers at heart, I think by this time there could have been abundance of food everywhere. You see, my brother, before I divert to what you were saying, you're talking about union. I don't even see problem of union in the Edo state, because the government owns the union. If government say there should be no union today, the union will die. And you cannot even control somebody for what you do not invest on. You cannot control anybody. If you want to control something price in the market, that means you have invested. That is the truth. Yeah, that means you have invested that you, okay, now I want to control it. You will not give anybody anything. You cannot come to the market and say, no, this is going to be the regulated price. No.
Exactly.
You cannot do that. But this coming government now, I want the coming government. Everybody is talking about agriculture. You cannot live without food. If you are going home, you don't buy something and say to your wife, you will not sleep in that house. you can't drag with food. Even your children say that you don't enter this house today because we have not eaten it this morning. That is to tell you how important agriculture is. On that day of World Food Day, we have some professors who came to register with us. Everybody wants to become farmer today. I am very happy my brother here is a farmer. I am proud. I told you before, I have taught 45 countries in the world. And I see that most people who live well in abroad, they are farmers. Mm-hmm. They are farmers. You see the way the government is pumping money in agriculture. Yes. Because they know that agriculture is the life wire of any country. You see, first of all, what we need now, like let me announce to you that Edo South now, rice is doing well.
The land is good.
It's very good. I farm rice in Emu along Biniagbo Road, and if you see the way they bubble out, because rice is doing well, not only in Edo North, Edo South, because of the kind of land we have here, and the kind of rice that the federal government shared last time, the rice that can do well in the upper land, and the one that also do well whether it's water. You see, people are coming with mechanized kind of things. If this governor today want to create the largest job opportunity, it should go into agric and hold me responsible if our youth all will not come to farm.
They will work.
They will work. They are ready to work. Because when you are saying no, youth are ready to work. When you are ready to also partake in that thing, I want to give loan. I want to build small hut in the farm. Don't even come to Benin, be sleeping in the farm. Thank God that we have solar today right now. Put your solar there, put small television for the, put small television for the person. At the end of the day, you see everyone want to go and sleep in the farm. There are people, when I went to a place in Malaga, in Spain, I saw a lot of Edo people, a lot of Nigeria. They are wasted. They are even looking for tickets to come back home. I said, what are you doing? He said they are looking for tickets. That Nigeria is far better than what they are experiencing there. People who have not gone to abroad is the one creating abroad. I've gone to so many countries. Okay. But the grace of God, Nigeria is still the best country in the whole world. Nigeria is the only place you can plant. If you plant a corn here now, water it, it will do well and you start eating.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Your closing remarks, Bishop Lucky.
Well, as I said before, I said this governor coming now, if he want these Edo people, he seems to be happy with him. He should get a big bulldozer.
Yes.
With those large acres of land. Make it government project of agriculture. Plant everything, employ youth. If my youth in church, about 70 can join me to do for this year, then youth can do it. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Your closing remarks, Dr. Ria.
To the governor-elect, incoming governor, let him focus on governance. Let him listen to the yearnings of Edo, because it is a dream come true for him. He has opportunity to write his name in gold in the sands of time.
Thank you.
And he should hit the ground running. Let him put square peg in square holes and round peg in round holes. We expect so much. When being a young man, we expect so much from him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to thank my guests for their comments, very, very vital comments. And I'm very convinced that Edo State will be catapulted to higher level by the incoming governor, because that is our expectation.
Yes, sir.
It's not about who is there. Edo State will remain. So that's the show. That's the show. Thanks for being a part. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.